What the f am I reading? Despite the fact that I was a dumb kid.
Yikes.
I might still be dumb in the way that you wrote this.
I was just about to say, are you still a child writing this?
Are you still a child? Yeah, did you get hit in the head by a rock? Howdy, Hools. Welcome back to the Daydream Arcade. We're so close to 1,000 subscribers. That's pretty freaking sweet. Welcome. I'm Brianna. This is my co-host, Darryl.
Hey, y'all.
And welcome to Spicy Reddit Stories. Today, we are going to be doing the subreddit that we tried to do in our last recording session, but my microphone wasn't on, so that was my bad. It's all working now, though. I see it. It's on. We're on. Speaking of who is on, I saw one comment saying on one of the most recent videos that it was a very nicely edited video. Some of you may have realized within the last couple videos that we've kind of had a little more visual stuff going on, and that is because we have brought on an editor. Brianna, you want to introduce the young man?
Well, guys, like Darryl has said it, if you hadn't already noticed, we do have a new editor today. Not today, forever.
Just today.
Just today.
Not forever. Me, he might.
Yeah,
I
you know.
We don't want to.
I'm manifesting.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well,
Fuck
fine.
you.
Will is with us forever. Oh shit!
Yeah.
I just said his name. Will, cut that. He's with us forever. He's stuck with us forever.
Everybody, please put your hands together and give a warm welcome to our editor, Will. Woo!
Will. Woo! Welcome, Will. Welcome aboard, Will.
Woo!
Will.
Right, guys.
Will
is going to be helping us out, especially with the spicy stories. He is an incredible editor, and he was kind enough to reach out and be like, "Hey, y'all need help?" And we were like, "Please,
help, God,
please help.
Help us right this sinking ship."
Yeah, you're definitely watching this. Hi, Will.
I will. Say hi to everybody.
Guys, say hi, Will.
Say hi. All right, let's get into these. I don't care who goes first this week. Do you want to go?
Sure.
I've been talking a lot. Let's listen to Brianna talk for a while.
Finally. All right, let's do this one. I don't think we said what our subreddit is going to be today, but it's r/confession, y'all.
I think I said confession. Yeah, we're doing confession, everybody.
Yeah, we're going to listen to some crazy-ass confessions. So my first story.
Do it.
Hey, shut the fuck up.
Let's go.
Is
Come on.
by user _following_Jesus_.
Oh, wait, hang on. I'm looking at the wrong one.
Title for this one is Cashier Mistake.
Hang on. Sorry.
I'm gonna scream. I'm gonna scream. What's going on? What happened?
Oh, nothing. I'm just like, because you said like, oh, finally I get to talk. I'm just like,
oh yeah, so you're just being insufferable. Gotcha.
For a bit. Yeah, I'm just being an insufferable prick.
Okay. Cashier mistake leads to me paying next to nothing for 2 carts of groceries. The other day, I went grocery shopping at a local chain grocery store. I had 2 full carts of food, as I don't have a car, so I try to do as much as I can in one trip. I got to the checkout, and before the first cart was empty, my total was over $200. I didn't look again and kept unloading. Well, at the end of the second cart, the cashier paused the transaction so they could catch up with bagging and make room for more. During that time, there was a shift change. The new cashier was told by the original about the pause, but she forgot and started scanning the rest of my groceries as a new transaction. I saw it happen and didn't say anything. Shadow, what the fuck are you doing right now, dude?
What's she doing?
She's just climbing from behind my desk. Dude,
why is my eye still red from like the last recording session?
You got pink eye.
It's been a few days. Someone said I had
pink
eye.
I saw that.
Yeah, no, it's not pink eye, guys.
It's pink eye,
I guarantee you, it's not pink eye.
He shat on his pillow and then he laid down on it, and now he has pink eye.
You know how people like the cool side of the pillow?
You like the shitty side.
I like the smelly, shitty, warm side of the pillow. You know what? No, we're not. We're not continuing this.
Anyway, I ended up only paying $98 for 2 carts of food. I've really been struggling, so this seemed to be a huge blessing in my favor, but now I can't help but wonder if I got someone in trouble or worse, fired.
Whew.
Well, that wasn't really on you. Well, kind of, because you could have said something. But to be honest,
And also they ended up stealing it, so it is absolutely on them.
Yeah, no, it's hard out here. But if you were struggling, hey man.
Yeah.
Hey man. If it was a chain grocery store, they make so much money, bro.
Yeah, they're not gonna you stealing it from Walmart, they're not gonna miss it.
That's like a penny to them. You're fine. You're fine.
But how did you if they stole it from Walmart, how did they get past the person checking receipts with the highlighter?
Maybe
Your
it wasn't
silence
Walmart.
is killing me. What?
Maybe it wasn't Walmart.
I know it probably wasn't Walmart. I'm just saying, if it was Walmart, bitch.
Well, you're assuming.
Yeah, and you know what that does?
Make an ass out of you and me.
Yeah. So we're both asses. So shut the hell up.
Oh, my Siri picked that up, and when I said make an ass out of you and me, and she said that's not nice. Sorry, Queen. Damn.
You know what? Apple Watches, I was very
they're pretty awesome.
They are pretty awesome. I would love to get one, but I used to be not anti-Apple, but I became an Android user at some point, and I was really, really into Android. But lately, I've kind of been going back over to being a huge fan of Apple products because I have my iPad and my iPhone, and just the versatility of being able to interconnect devices and whatnot. Not saying you can't do that with Android, but like Apple is so much more smooth. Facts,
dude. And people want to compare? Get the fuck out of my face, bro.
Get out of my face, bitch.
All right. But yeah, no, that's a slay, OP. I'm glad because, you know, they did say they were struggling, and so they kind of needed this, and that's fucking awesome. I'm glad like that could turn your day around a little bit. To be honest, it would turn my day around. All right. So my next one is posted by user mildly antisocial horse.
How antisocial is your horse?
Let me tell you. I have violated my roommate's privacy because of my insane worries.
So you're not going to tell me?
No, I'm not. You're going to have to think. And
I can't do that.
Well, that sounds like a you problem. I have been diagnosed 4 years ago with OCD, in particular related to contamination.
Contamination?
In particular...
Don't touch that! That's contamination!
In particular related to contamination. Germs, bacteria, body fluids, and pollutants. I'm particularly sensible to cigarette smoke. It freaks me out and doesn't allow me to get any close to cigarette smokers. That's so funny.
That's so funny.
That's so funny. My new roommate is a smoker, and his room is next to mine. I didn't know him, but his look was quite bold. He has piercings, tattoos, looks very tall, and he gave me an overall bad impression. Yesterday, he wrote a message on our house group chat that he wouldn't be home. And tonight, I happened to not be able to sleep because of the terror that he might smoke in his room through the window, contaminating mine as well. I decided to walk in his room knowing he wouldn't be there to check for any sign of him smoking inside his room, but I found him still sleeping. I pretended I suffer from sleepwalking, and this allowed me to know him better. Turns out the dude is a super well-educated guy who has a chemical engineering degree, and offered himself to help me relax, drink some water, and get fresh air. I apologized to him and gave him a lift to work as he doesn't have a car or a bike. Now I feel terrible, because I did something terrible to a genuinely nice guy and even pretended an illness, and I feel like an immature douchebag who deserves absolutely no love from anyone. I also feel disconnected from reality. Almost like irrational took control over my rational life. I act nonsensical. I'm controlled by my contamination obsession every day for every single second of my life. I need to put my clothes out of the room just in case some contaminants went into them. I wash my hands multiple times per hour, and I need to make my girlfriend follow strict rules in order to prevent my anxiety. I feel hopeless.
Don't use that word. Try to not.
This guy, don't use that word.
No, listen. Let me finish.
No.
I know when some. All right, fine. End of the episode. Will, roll the credits. Listen, I know Brianna's trying to make me out to be the bad guy here. However, in all seriousness, I don't think it's hopeless. Because there are so many resources out there that you can get professional help with.
Yeah.
Glad that you got the diagnosis for OCD. Obviously, I can't speak on that because I don't have OCD. That is part of like your mental health, and there are plenty of mental health professionals out there that are more than willing and absolutely want to help you. So you can absolutely get help for this.
Yeah. No, there's definitely, like you said, many resources that you can reach out to and hopefully find some like support with what you're dealing with, because there's many people that unfortunately suffer from OCD. And I feel like OCD is kind of one of those terms that the internet loves to use when it's not actually that they're just like, oh, I have to be organized. I'm so OCD. Queen, that's not OCD. Like, that's OCD is such a real issue that a lot of people suffer from. And it can get very like debilitating, you know?
Yeah.
But I think even just posting this on here is like a good sign that, like, he seems self-aware,
Yeah.
like it's a good step forward to post this on here, kind of look for that support, and hopefully you'll be able to reach out to to an actual resource that can help you with this. So the original comment that OP is replying to, it says, you need to get help from a mental health care professional who can help you treat and manage your OCD so you aren't living such a miserable existence. You feel hopeless because the chemical imbalance in your body, the same thing that makes you stress over contamination every second of your life, is causing you to feel that way. Get help. Things are not hopeless. They just feel that way because your shit's all fucked up. It's not actually a hopeless situation. Many people suffer from this, suffer this way until they get help. Find someone qualified and start taking steps to get better. And then OP replied, I'm giving more of a long reply to your comment as it seems to sum up pretty much everything people has recommended me to do. Thank you and everybody else in the comments for replying. I wasn't really willing to share this with any friend of mine, but I needed so hard to vent about the huge mess I'm feeling lately. I was diagnosed 4 years ago after a very intense period of my mental health, in which I suddenly stopped doing anything that was not strictly related to my main needs. I do nothing but sleep and eat. After a very long and frustrating journey, I was prescribed SSRIs, and I started going to therapy for about 2 years, which at the time was free. It was a very specific condition which allowed me to have access to free therapy. I absolutely loved going to therapy, but my free therapy ended and I couldn't afford it anymore. 1 year later, I stopped taking SSRIs because the situation felt under control once again, even if I didn't really end my therapy program. It went quite well. I improved many aspects of my life, and I genuinely did impressive stuff in my life. Took important steps I'd never thought about before. 3 to 4 months after stopping taking medicine, I noticed I was slightly getting back at obsessions. Now in a slightly different and more intense form, but when I realized it, it was too late. I moved away from the city I lived in, and I have no contact with any doctor who's able to prescribe it to me. I neither have access to a free psychiatric visit, and I cannot afford any. I basically know no one here. My conditions seem to worsen every day, and I'm getting genuinely scared about how it seems to become more real every day. I seem to have lost the ability to focus on many activities. I find myself repeating the same actions for hours straight, even not apparently related to contamination. And I feel like throwing away every step I've made towards maturity. Everything I was proud of reaching, with episodes that made me question my intelligence. I feel like I've lost my intelligence and kindness with all those nonsense things that I'm doing. And feeling stupid and rude, unkind, makes me feel unworthy of any sort of care, even medical.
No. Everyone is absolutely worthy of care. That's a basic human. It should be a basic human right, but it is a basic human need to, seek out care. But you also have to be willing to seek it out as well. We can't make you. No one in Reddit can make you. But I really love how there are plenty of sides of Reddit where people are just douche nozzles in the comments, but this comment section is overwhelmingly supportive, and I love seeing that.
Yeah, it's rough out here. And also SSRIs really be giving you some false confidence sometimes because I'm currently on SSRIs, and
Same.
I remember I want to say it was either a year ago or 2 years ago. I have no concept of time. I felt like I was doing better, and I was like, "Oh, I don't think I need to be taking these anymore." Got off of them slowly, and let me tell you, it was a bad choice to get off of that. Wow, it was not a good idea. So definitely, really think it through if you are on SSRIs and like feel like, "Hey, I think I could do it without it." Maybe wait.
Yeah, and also I feel medical professional, a right professional or the right psychiatrist or whatever who prescribes you your SSRIs, you should be weaned off of them.
Yeah, definitely don't stop cold turkey because those withdrawals are gonna hit you like a truck.
Woo! Yeah, I recently got a higher dose on my antidepressants, and they why do people call them SSRIs, not antidepressants? Or people now
Because
I hear SSRIs more commonly.
it's different than just like regular antidepressants. Like it's like serotonin selective selective serotonin rahamanaha intake.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that shows you how much I know about things. But also, that sucks that they had access to free therapy and then it just ended. It's
Yeah, that's lame as hell. I don't know how you just say.
a reminder: your
Take it
free
back.
subscription to therapy expires
Yeah, that's fucked
in
up.
3 days. Buckle up.
Good luck. All right.
All right.
Those are mine.
Yep. Okay. Yep. They were. All right. On to mine. This first one is posted by user Suspicious Tomato 685. Suspicious Tomato, huh? I don't like raw tomatoes.
I don't like
I'm just
tomatoes.
letting everyone know that right now.
Like
What was that?
I don't like tomatoes either. I'll have tomato products, but not raw tomato.
Like ketchup, right?
Die.
Ketchup is the best.
Just ketchup.
Just ketchup.
Just ketchup. That's the only tomato product.
In second grade, I caused my school to be fined $600.
Rip.
I was an introvert, quiet, known to be well. Oh wait, hang on. Redoing that.
Can I go to the bathroom really fast before you start?
Yes, you may.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Okay.
All right, Shadow.
I'll talk to the people. While you're gone. All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Darryl Variety minutes. I'm just gonna say minutes. I was gonna say hour, but we don't have an hour unless she's going to poop. Then maybe I don't know. However, I'm glad that you are all here. I've been doing content creation now for probably 10 years, and I'm 28 years old. I started making YouTube videos when I was a senior in high school, and trust me, none of those channels, ever went on to do great things. But I had so much fun learning how to make videos, bad ways, better ways, and eventually getting to where we are today. And I also was a streamer for a time, and that was a great learning experience. I got to build an actual community around my streaming channel, and then it was ripped away from a lot of us. Some of you might have been familiar with an old platform called Mixer. I was on that for a while, starting in 2018 until it went down in 2020. And man, that was a time. I met some of the best people. Brianna is one of those people. I met her, I think, in 2019 through one of our friends, Peyton, who was in our most recent Lethal Company video, which you guys can go watch. I'll put a card there somewhere, maybe, if I remember. However, it's been an insane ride the last half a year or so that we have been re-uploading to this channel. We weren't sure if we were going to stick with this once we stopped doing the podcast regularly, and which we want to get back to as well. But we're having a lot of fun doing these spicy Reddit stories and seeing new faces pop up in the comments. It's, like I said, doing content creation for 10 years and having had communities before, I know the parasocial dynamic that you and we all have, and it's a very interesting thing to see such overwhelmingly kind and nice, welcoming comments on our channel. It's really helping us fuel our desire to continue doing this, because if you guys weren't here, if we were still doing these Reddit videos and nobody was watching, would we still do it? Absolutely. I love sitting down and talking with Brianna and being able to just have this friendship continue despite the fact that we are hundreds and hundreds of miles away from each other. We've only met in person once, and it is our dream to be able to do this together in person, because if you guys really enjoy our dynamic when we can't even see each other, like there are some people that record podcasts and stuff where they can see each other over webcam. We don't. We're talking to each other through a camera. I have to imagine that she is like right in front of me, or that she's in the same room. So I can't even wait.
All right, shut up. I'm back.
You'll never know the end of that. Moving on. All right, let's get to this story now. In second grade, I caused my school to be fined $600. I was an introvert, quiet, known to be a well-behaved type of kid. I was in the after-school program, and one day, I was wandering about on my own when I came across this small red box on a wall that said, "Press here." I already knew I wasn't allowed to...
I know what the fuck he's talking about.
Yeah, we all do. I already knew I wasn't allowed to touch it because we'd all been given stern instructions earlier that month to not touch it. But somehow, I still managed to convince myself that I'm clearly supposed to press it because that's what it says. I think you know where this is going. Alarm went off. Chaos erupted. I realized my mistake. Teachers were running. Children were crying. Can you throw in some screams and some cries? I quickly stepped away from the wall and put on a fake, confused face. The fire brigade showed up. A teacher even stopped to ask me if I saw who did it, never thinking that it could have been the innocent good kid. Another kid got in trouble for doing it, and the school tried to charge his parents the $600 fine of the fire trucks being called out on a false alarm. Man, in the end, they had to drop the fine because the other kid kept denying he did it. Because of the possibility of my parents getting fined and me getting in trouble, I never told anyone. I'm 32 now and still scared to tell them.
So true. So true.
Oh, shit. Okay, first, I have a question for you. When you were a kid, when you saw the fire alarm thing and it said push here, pull down or whatever, how tempted were you to do it?
Every single time I walked past it, I was like, I want to touch you so bad.
I fantasize to this day.
Yeah, I was like, oh man, if I could do this.
About pulling a fire alarm.
Like, oh, then classes will be like halted for a second.
Yeah.
Oof.
We're about to be put on a list somewhere.
Oh, absolutely. Like, watch out.
Do not let these people near fire alarms.
Like, bro, I have fire alarms in my apartment building, and the amount of times people have touched it is kind of crazy. Like, the amount of times I've been woken up out of the night by someone pulling the fucking fire alarm, and like the fire truck had to come here and like whatever the fuck.
Oh god.
And then they have to go
evacuate.
through. Yeah, literally all of us were just in the parking lot. And then they have to go to like each floor, check if everything's okay. And it's like, what, 4 or 5 in the morning? And we're all standing
Jesus
there like,
Christ. Do you have to, at least you're not new. I would be pissed if I had to go outside my apartment and wait out in the New York cold. Because right now it is February.
Yeah.
And it is cold.
Right now it's chilly for Florida.
Out here.
But
what, 78?
Hey.
So yeah, that was
good story.
Fire alarm.
Good story.
Yeah. So this next one, I have a story, personal story that is kind of like this.
Oh, that's
so yeah, This next post is posted by user Unremarkable Duckling. When I was 10, I threw a rock at a moving car, and then I ran away. Basically, what I was trying to do was get a perfect throw in between road and below car body as car was moving so that the rock would come out the other side.
Ah.
Yeah. So, yeah, they were trying to throw it under the moving car to get to the other side, like skipping a rock across the street.
No way, dude. I had no idea that's what they meant.
There's going to be a fight.
Ooh.
I don't know why we even wanted to do that. We were playing something totally unrelated on the playground, and as the car was coming by, thought of throwing the rock just instantly appeared in my mind. Then I picked up the rock. Then I picked up the first rock I saw and threw it.
Fair.
It ended up hitting the passenger door quite loudly, and the car came to a stop. It was then that I saw the driver was a minority person, which I only later realized it has deeper meaning. What the f*** am I reading? Sure, we were kids and I just ran away, but what bugs me this whole time is the fact that the driver must have felt really bad. That poor person could have gotten the wrong idea that my parents were teaching me to hate, that there's secret discrimination, despite the fact that I was a dumb kid.
Yikes.
You might still be dumb the way you wrote this.
I was just about to say, are you still a child writing this?
Are you still a child? Yeah, did you get hit in the head by a rock? Okay, so my story, when my siblings and I were younger, we would go camping with my parents, and we'd go to so many different campsites throughout New York State and also outside of the state and whatnot. One summer, my sister and I were playing with a wiffle ball bat and little pebbles, and she was just throwing them to me, and I was just hitting them with one hand, like I had the wiffle ball bat and just was like hitting it. And we were doing that until at one point these campsites were close to one another, right? There wasn't a lot of distance between neighbors. Throws a rock. This one's a little bit bigger than the other ones. I hit it, and it bounces off of another person's car. We look at each other. Those people are sitting at their campsite around the fire. They look over at us. We look at them. I'm probably, 10. We run.
Yeah. Yeah.
We ran back to our campsite thinking that in our young child minds that we just, evaded the cops. We ran into the forest in Red Dead Redemption 2 and we're escaping the law. But no, we were just a couple campsites down. They saw us run to it. So, well, I guess that was my first ever hit and run, technically. So, I guess.
Congrats.
Statute of limitations. I can't go to jail for that now. Plus, I was a juvenile at the time.
Yep.
Yeah. I hope they fix their car. And Mom and Dad, if you ever see this, I'm sorry that I was such a little shit as a kid.
Wasn't it you and your sibling?
Yep, it was my sister and I.
Yep. Both of y'all were little shits.
Yep. All right. And that's going to do it for us, Hools. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoy this content, you can find it on Spotify and Apple Podcasts in audio format only. And if you're listening to this on Spotify or Apple, someone just recently commented on one of our videos and they were a listener. That was the first time someone's acknowledged that they're a listener. So I have to say this now. If you're listening to this, come on over to YouTube. Join the fun. See the visuals. Look at our actual faces instead of the beautiful art that our amazing channel artist Christina did for us. And now we get to add another name down there in the credits. We get to name Will. We get to put his stuff down there. So go follow his Instagram. It's going to be right down there next to Christina's. We got a Daydream Arcade crew now. Anyway. Thank you guys for watching this video. I've been Darryl. You can follow me on... I've been Darryl.
I've been Darryl. I'm not Darryl anymore.
No. You can follow me on social media at The Dairy Boy, and you can follow the show, follow us on TikTok and all that good stuff at The Daydream Arcade. Brianna, where can they follow you?
You can find me at Certicate on all the platforms. Twitch, Twitter, Instagram. Kick, if you fucking go on there. I don't ever go on there anymore. But yeah.
Yeah, that was a little short-lived career that you had on Kick.
Career. Yeah.
You were really into the gambling streams.
Yeah, no, I was super into gambling. Yep.
You were just telling me yesterday that Aiden Ross is your favorite.
Oh,
Kick
wow.
streamer, right?
Love him. Love that. And
yeah.
Kai Cenat. Love those two.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Bye, everyone.